German Grand Prix, European Grand Prix and Luxembourg Grand Prix. Present since the very start of the sport, Ferrari takes the #1 spot for almost all constructor records in F1. It's the team with the most world championships won. Good evening everybody and welcome back to day 2 of our testing sessions here at FTR. It's just to give us a little gauge on where our drivers are laying and where we'll be able to allocate everybody according to pace, so we have closer rivalries and have the same speed where we can. So tonight will work. Everybody will get a chance for 20 minutes on the hards, set the best lap they can, which will then move over for 20 minutes on the mediums and another 20 minutes on the softs. And we'll be able to take an average of everyone's 3 laps or 3 best laps out of the 3 compounds and see where all our drivers are laying. Just get some telemetry up here. It seems like Brad's first out the pit, so we'll stick to him for the first lap. Followed very closely by a Red Bull. It's either Shane or a Citronica. Nice bright little yellow helmet there from Brad. And here we go, about to start our first lap with the new last corner of the track, like we've seen a couple of weeks ago when the real F1 was in Barcelona. Brad setting purple sectors. He is the first car to set time, so all of his sectors will be purple. His first sector was a 22.8. I think that might be easily beaten. It's not the quickest time, and I think it might be the hard still warming up here, or him just settling into the groove here. And Brad about to set his first lap here. See what time he gets at the end of the day. He puts down good bencher from a 114.9. Yesterday we saw some drivers get into the 113s on the hards. And then Citronica is next up over the line. He's about to set his lap. Well, he's just starting his lap, sorry. If you guys don't mind, this commentator, the background here that's on track is over talking me here a bit. I don't seem to be able to take him off. See, hopefully he is a bit softer now there in the background. Citronica not opening up the DRS. I don't think he might be on a lap here.
Brad setting now at 14.7. And in the comments, we've got Cheslin saying, and we're live. Yes, we are, sir. And we're back for the Season 11 full-time streaming every day. And Nick Gishin coming in saying, Zero, you lekkerding. Where are you, Nick? You were supposed to join me tonight, or at least help out by the end of the night. I hope you're not working too hard, man. So, Scully coming around the last corner. About to start his lap. DRS nice, wide and open. ERS in hot lap. That's what we want to see. Reaching up to 331 kilometers an hour down that main straight before hitting the braking point. Arno coming in, he needs to hear some engine sounds. I hear them quite good, I hope you do too. Nick coming back stuck, working buddy, just popping in. Good luck, gents. Yep, good luck everybody. Ooh, and Scully had a little bit of a moment there. I was reading out comments, I didn't see it completely, but I could see back in just stepping out a little bit. And the new game is quite exciting. We'll be seeing this season some red flags, hopefully. Might put a spanner in the works or some strategies that you were thinking of to use during the race. We'll see some sprint races this season that FTR hasn't seen before. Seeing that engine sounds might be a bit soft, let's just see if we can change that. Maybe it is the effects. I hope it's a bit louder now. And Yaku coming in with a 14.6, Apmal with 17, and Esotronica 17.1. Ooh, and Scully lost it, going a little bit wide out of that corner. Scar's still alive. We had 3 DNFs last night, including myself. So if anybody's listening, please be careful to the pit entry. It's very easy to lock up and lose control of that car. Let's see, Shaney was one of our quick drivers of last season. Let's see what he can do. He's still on his out lap, but he should be starting his lap soon. He's in sector 3. I just love the design of this last corner. Gives you so much more speed to carry through onto the main straight, making an overtake so much easier on this track. Shaney currently running on medium ERS. I hope he knows he can use it in a hot lap. It is allowed. You can do just what you want. If you want to use ERS by using the overtake button, you can do so. We would just like to see your times. 22.3, so already going about 5/10 quicker than I think Brad was on his first stint. $51.9 for a second sector purple at the moment. Could be because he doesn't have any time yet, but we'll see soon. I do think it's quite a quick one. He's been looking very stable, but that ERS on medium is not helping him. Switch it over to hot lap now. Give him that extra boost down the main straight. 13.7, our first 13 for the night on a set of hards, medium ERS. It's a great time. Dixie here for the support. He couldn't make it tonight. Seems like Shane's going for another one. I think this will be his quick lap. He's already 4/10s faster. I think he might be able to put this in the 12s. See, his middle split was a 51.9 before. 51.3, 6.5 tenths quicker. Very close to getting into the 12s here. Use that rest of that battery down the straight now. Overtake. 12.9, just making it into a 12. I don't think we saw a 12 from last night though. Oh, Nick coming in saying the fastest last night on odds was a 12.8, so we're so close. We're so close. And yeah, Nick, it had to be a Red Bull. I let the Red Bulls down last night, but Nick showed up and he pulled the Red Bull Verstappen move out. Sacred's on a lap. I think he's new to the league as well. Taking a lot of curb. And him and the Mercedes are getting into a little bit of a squirrel. That's just Esteban defending like a lion to Hamilton. And Sacred setting a 14.7. I think he can go a bit quicker if he didn't take so much curb. Brad also coming in with a 14.9 now. Apma improved by 5 tenths on a 16.5. See, Avalak's on an out lap. He's still far away. I think who just started a lap? The other Zari started a lap. There we go. He's in sector 1. Let's see what he can do. He's also on medium ERS. He used quite a bit down the main straight. So we'll see. There we go. Overtake enabled. He's hunting the time. 21.8. That's the fastest sector 1 thus far. This man's going to set a lap and a half for us. Clever using it on medium ERS during the corners. A little bit less power, so you can get onto the power a bit quicker and then straight over to the overtake button. It's quite genius work. And he's being impeded by a Red Bull here. He can't be very happy about that. At least this is only testing session or practice session. So similar like we would see on a day like today. Or where F1 would do a practice beforehand. Get their setups ready. Well, this is us just trying to see where our drivers would lay. Zari coming in on the last corner here. He was impeded by quite a bit, but 13.2 is still a very good lap from being... I think he lost quite a bit of time through that sector. And Avalak is on a lap as well. Let's follow him around. Just completed the first sector, 22.5. Our drivers also still only have 46 minutes left. I mean 6 minutes left until the medium times would start running. And we'll get even quicker. 52.9 middle split for Avalak. He's not using any ERS, so I don't think this is his fast lap. He's got to go for a fast lap now. This is still just tire warm up. You know, the odds does take a little longer, and you want to get them on a sweet spot by starting it. Yep, there we go. Medium ERS. Hot lap ERS. There we go. DRS wide open. This is his lap. 15.4. Still a good time without any ERS usage over there. Some yellow flags in sector 3. It's people giving each other space to start a lap. Avalak 21.8. Great first sector. Already 7 tenths quicker than a 15.4 that he did before. Not looking out of place at all. That car sticking nicely to the tarmac. .4 seconds up already, so that puts him on a 14 flat. Let's see how much time he can still make up in this third sector, but he's definitely in the 13s. Yes, oh, and he lost it. A little bit greedy, but he's still got time. He can go set another lap. I hope he's got enough fuel in the tank. But that would have been a very quick time from him. Behind him is a Ferrari of Panda. Sergeant Panda already set a lap. Would he be going to pits? He's going to pits. Very tricky pit entry, like I said last night. I locked up, went straight over into the wall. Yeah, Emi won't be setting a lap. He unfortunately picked the wrong tires, so you didn't get any hard option to choose from. So you would give us some use times from the mediums. Shaney, I think, is also coming into the pits here. Let's see, Brad is going for another lap. Oh, he's on a lap. Yeah, he's starting a lap. Let's follow Brad around.
Record for the most cars in an F1 race was achieved at the 1953 German Grand Prix, 34 cars. The race with a few extensions saw only 6 Max Verstappen became the European winner of the GP.
And then we got Shane in the comments here asking what was the medium times. I just checked. I believe it was a 12.3. Was the fastest medium time from last night's session. So about 6/10 for you, Shane. 6/10. Oh no, 12.9 you said. Still a stellar lap. See, I think Avalak is completing a lap perhaps here. Yep. Oh, he's taking it a bit slower. Oh, he's going into the pits. Stoffel on a lap here. Let's follow him around. He's 5/10 up, I think, on his time. It's a bit impossible, I think. I think there's a timing issue. Let's see on the first sector. 3/10 up on his time. Dixie is on his way. He'll be right in time for the medium stint. And Shane saying it's quite a reach to get that 6/10 out of the mediums. Stoffel still going 3.5 quicker than his time at the moment. And Stoffel setting a 14.8. Let's see, we have Yaku back out on the track. He's still on hards here. Yaku currently not improving. He's 2 tenths down on his time. It does get harder, and on every track, every lap you push, your tires degrade, so your grip degrades during corner. Yaku coming into pit. Avalak going out. I believe this should be on the medium. Oh, he's still on the hard. He hasn't said no yet. Let's see, he struggled a little bit out of that last corner where he had a spin before on a stellar lap. Let's see, Avalak's about to start his lap. Behind him is following the 2 Red Bulls. I didn't see his time now in sector 1, but we'll see he's almost completing sector 2 here. One more corner. Let's see, he's 4 tenths quicker. Stick it around this corner, don't touch the curb too much. Slow on the power. Small lift through the last corner. I couldn't do it flat out. 8 tenths quicker, puts him on a 14.5. 6th place. I believe everybody else is on mediums now. Let's see, Shane, yeah. Shane is on the mediums. Busy setting a lap. I think he's still doing his warm-up lap as well. He went for 2 laps before he's setting a lap. Here we go, hot lap. Last corner, let's see what Shane can do on the mediums. 6 tenths, my boy, 6 tenths. Visor coming in saying, yo, hey, yo, Visor, how you doing? I love the new effects in the game. We can see the cars picking up some dirt. Just makes it a bit more realistic. Also makes me think, why is there so many muggies in Barcelona? Where else would that dirt come from? Unless some of these drivers have been in the gravel patches. A little bit of traffic here for Shane. The Mercedes getting quite nicely out of the way. It's up by not much, half a tenth. Visor gaming here for Scully tonight. Torment, hey Torment. He's here backing up Dirk. I don't know who Dirk is. Please explain, Torment. 12.7, improving by 2 tenths. Still another 4 to find to get to last night's time. Let's see who else is on a lap here. Dixie joined us a bit late. He's on a lap on the mediums here. Shakes supporting Brad here, and Visor is also supporting Dixie. Ah, thank you, Torment. Dirk is sacred. Dixie setting his first lap. 15.5. That was a warm-up lap. We'll see what he can do on his next one. Behind him, Sacred. About to start a lap. Little loose through sector 1. I think he squiggled a bit much. I would save my ERS and try and go for another lap. And he's made up another 6 tenths. He was 4 tenths down on his time sector 1. It's 2 tenths up. He's finding quite a bit of time still. Over the line, it's a 14 flat for Sacred here, or aka Dirk. Sergeant Panda is on an outlap. Let's see where he's only in sector 1. Apmar is on a lap. Let's follow Apmar around. Apmar about to start a lap. I think he's got a lot of ERS left. Apmar 3 tenths up on his time. So Apmar not improving. You'll have to try again. Lost quite a bit of time in sector 2 there. Sergeant Panda's on a lap. Let's see what he's doing at the moment. He's currently 2 tenths up on his time, entering sector 3. And he improves by 3 tenths, putting him in at 12.8. And Imi, first lap. So he didn't have a hard tire to choose from. Let's see what he can set. First lap out on the medium tire. Track is nice and heated and rubbered up. Zadi sitting at 12.6.
Coincidentally, he pushed Sebastian Vettel off the top of that record, who came second place in the same race.
Zadi also, I mean, Emi Alonso also setting a flyer here. There's been some quick times we've been seeing on his sectors. See what time this will be. 12.8. Puts him in fourth on his first lap. I'm sure he'll still go again. He's gonna hunt Zadi's time here.
World Championship wins. We might be using blisteringly fast.
Shane about to set a lap here, coming around the last couple of corners.
Going to Valtteri Bottas, who has the record for fastest lap. Officially makes his longest pit stop ever at Imola. If you don't know, there's safety devices. Throughout the pack, this is a top tier motorway. Pack grandstands here today with Chinese GP was F1's 1000th official championship race. We continue with around 20. British constructor Arrows never won a race after 383 attempts, the highest in Formula One history. The inaugural World Drivers' Championship was held in 1950 during the fourth season. This is the arena who was driving the championship over 3 of the 7 races held that season. While there were no matches, all 6 victories were lost at points after having retired from the other 3 races.
Avalak taking a little bit too much curb there, losing the rear, swinging it around. I see Dixie is on a lap. Let's follow Dixie around here. Ooh, also almost lost it on that exit curb. He did invalidate his lap, so this will not count.
Winner of the GP at just 18 years and 228 days old when he won the 2016 Spanish GP. Coincidentally,
The next person to start a lap is Stoffel. Let's follow this Ferrari around. Nice aerial drone shot. Is Avila coming into the pits there, or is that's Zadi coming out the pits? And then just for reference, with the soft tires almost about to start, driver's got 4 more minutes left on the mediums. The best soft time was 11.5, 11 point almost 6 There's quite a big reach still left for these drivers to make up that second on the soft tire. Maybe comment down below on the video or on the live stream. What do you think will be the best time tonight on the softs? Last night was 11.59. And Stoffel ducking out of it. He's coming back into the pits. I think everybody's getting ready for the soft run. Zardi is on a lap. He's still just after sector 1. He is 5/10 up on his time. I think that's just the time sheets that's messing around with me again. Is Bud's 500s slow at the moment. Not a lot to gain to make that time back up. See, sector 2, he's made another 10th. He's used all of his deployment though. This might hurt him down the main straight again. And that's where you need to find the balance between your overtake button and your ERS deployment. As you'll be losing 160, I think, horsepower down this main straight. 12.5, going 1/10 quicker almost. Didn't hurt him too much, but definitely would have if he had to run the full length of the straight without any ERS available. See, Sacred's on a lap. Let's follow Sacred around more. He's slowing down. Meeting up, getting nicely out the way for that McLaren. Not the McLaren, the Aston Martin. And then 2 more minutes until we see some soft runs from our drivers here. And we'll see some true, more closer to quali type pace that we can see throughout the season to come. And the season to come will only be 10 races, 4 which will be a sprint. Dixie Killer here about to start his lap. It's coming out of sector 3 here. I think some of the guys might be coming out on the softs now. Also, interesting fact, you get 4 softs in this session. So they can do 4 runs on a brand new set of softs versus the mediums and the hards, they only had 1 available of each. It's a very big wing design on the car this year. Don't know if you drivers have seen it, but if you look back on a car, that wing just takes up the whole screen. Hey, let's see. Red Bulls are coming around the last corner here. Let's follow around Esotronica. We haven't followed him enough tonight. So we'll see some first laps on the new set of softs. Esotronica currently going 2/10 quicker than his time. Shaney sitting at 12.2, almost in the 11s now. And Esotronica going 6.5 tenths faster. Emi Alonso coming in on a 12.1. And Apma is about to complete his lap. He's about 3 tenths quicker already on his time. Let's see. Oh, he went very wide. Still kept it in. He lost a lot of time through that last sector there. I think Stoffel's coming out, finish his lap. Up, he's going back into the pits. Yaku Nagel just finished the lap 13.2. I think Avalak here is about to start a lap. Let's follow him around. His first lap on the softs. It's 4 tenths up on his time. I will put him so far at 12.7. See if he can make up any more time in this last sector. 12.3. Doing 7.5 tenths quicker than his time, putting him in third already on a 12.3. Stoffel about to start a lap here. And Stoffel up by 4 tenths on his time. Stoffel 12.8. Putting him right next to his teammate Panda, which I think is starting a lap right behind him. Let's follow Panda around. Let's hope Yaku sees him, gives him the space he wants and needs. Yep, he does. Hope that didn't impede his teammate too much. But this was first come, first serve. Anybody can choose the car they want if it's available. And Zari almost hitting the 11s on a 12 flat here. Panda almost 5 tenths quick on his time. Emi Alonso in 11.8. Our first 11 of the night. Still got 10 minutes to go. There's still a couple of tires left in the garage. I think we can go a bit faster than that. This is just a couple of warm-up laps. Sergeant Panda setting a 12 flat here. Also almost hitting the 11s. Putting him in third already. Shaney on a lap. He's half a tenth up on his time. Let's see if he can make any more time up in his last sector. Keeping it nice and close in the inside corner there. Shaney also another 12 flat. Going 1.5 tenths quicker on his previous time. Emi I think is coming back into the pits. See, Brad is on a lap. Let's follow Brad around. He's about to go through sector 3 and then he'll start a lap. Brad not having a lot of ERS left for this lap, but we'll see what he can do. Ooh, and he banks it into the wall. Car still alive, it looks like. He lost his whole front wing there. Terrible to bring that car back home, and Atmar has retired. I don't think I was on track, I think I was in the pits. Next up on a lap is Sacred here. And Sacred going 5/10 quicker, putting him in a 13.1 in 8th. And there's an Aston Martin that started the lap. Let's follow Zardi around. Zardi set up a stellar lap here. Didn't see that lap. He's about to start a new one. Let's see what he can do this time around. Ooh, and there's a Merc parked in the final sector. I think that is Brad without his wing. Brad disqualified. I think he got stuck in the gravel patch there. That happened last night with Negation as well. Cannot get yourself out of the gravel patch in time. The game will reset you. If you get beached, the game will disqualify you and remove your car, and that will be your session or race over. Stoffel retired from the session. That's in sector 1. There's an Alpine about to pass him of Sacred. Let's see if we can see anything. Nope, not the Alpine. There's a Red Bull of Esotronica. And Stoffel's car is moving along. Might be the AI driving it. There he is. He moved out the way. That's the AI. His car will be removed off the track soon. No need to stress. He's ghosting, so nobody can crash into him. No need to bring out the red flags. The car is stuck on track in an unsafe place. And Esotronica going 8/10 quicker, improving quite a bit here in a 14.4. The driver's still got 6 minutes left of the session. I think we'll see a couple of cars heading out the pit soon. Dixie about to complete his lap, I believe. Oh, he's about to start one. Let's follow him around again. So already an Aston Martin going out the pits here, and a McLaren. Oh, sorry, the Aston Martin went back into the pits. And there's a Haas on the side of the wall there. It'll be Yaku Nagel either getting out the way or he had an incident. Yep, he's retired. Let's follow Zardi around. Zardi's about to set the lap. About to start the lap. Oh, and Zari lost it in sector 2. He's still got time to go and get another set of softs. Hopefully he's got another set available and set another lap here.
The United Kingdom has achieved more World Drivers' Championships than any other country, over a quarter of which was won by Lewis Hamilton.
Let's see, Zari is on a lap.
Welcome, and a special shout out to our VIP.
Zari's still running his medium ERS. I think there's still quite a bit of gas left in this lap of his. Using the overtake at least. Almost a 10th down in sector 1. Pushing it a bit too hard out of the exit here. Just losing the rear. Next person on the lap is Avalak. He also started lap. He's going a 10th quicker already. What can he do? Finishing sector 2. Finishing sector 2. He is up by, or down by 2 tenths. So he's lost some time on that bend. Next person to start a lap would be Sergeant Panda. Panda lost almost a 10th in the first sector. See if he can swing it back around in his favor. Finishing up sector 2, he's having some traffic here. Moving out nicely out of the way, and they ghosted at least, but doesn't help your focus too much. Panda's not improving at the moment. Ooh, and he loses it in the third sector here. Exactly where I think it was Yuki Shinoda or Oscar Piastri. Some issues on grip coming out of that corner this year. And Emmy, after having a terrible spin, let's see what he can do. See if Emi is improving in sector 1 here. Yep, he is improving 200s up on his time. I think he might have invalidated his lap, and that completes it. Fastest lap of 11.8 on the softs, followed by Zari 12 flat, Sergeant Panna 12 flat, Shaney at 12 flat, Avalak 12.3, Stoffel 12.8, Yaku Nagel 13 flat, Sacred on a 13.1, Emi doing some burnouts in the pit lane. Sacred 13.1, Esotronica 14.4, Scully 14.6, Dixie Killer at 15.1, Atmar for 16 flat, and Brad I'm not sure about, he was disqualified unfortunately from getting beached I think there in the final sector. But that concludes our testing, and I hope everybody have a great evening. We'll see you all next week when we start off the season. The calendar reveal will be soon, and everything should be posted on our Discord channels for our drivers, and we'll keep all the social media updated with all the info to come. Have a great evening.